Good evening. The President of the Nigerian American Business Forum, the Vice President, all the members, the former Governor of Anambra State, the distinguished Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, all other people on the high table, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Honorable Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Chief Audu Ogbe, who had concluded all arrangements to be here because of his love for this group and because of the need to diversify our economy and to bring you people down to Nigeria to come and invest in agriculture. He has therefore requested me to commend you for the beautiful work you are doing. First, he would like to express, yes, let me give you the flowers. First, he would like to express his appreciation for the good work you are doing, and he would like to congratulate you. As you are very much aware, the current administration has developed economic recovery program, which has the three main objectives of restoring growth, investing in our people, and build one of the best economy in the world. As part of investing in our people is to encourage Nigeria in diaspora to come and invest in Nigeria. He will also want to commend you for being proactive by forming 4 major groups that we follow up all the major decisions we'll be reaching from this forum. First, the infrastructure group. Second, the health group. Third, the economic and finance. And he will want to express his shock that since we are diversifying our economy to agriculture, that there should have been an agriculture group. So I want to encourage you to have an agriculture group. Let me quickly rush through the presentation of the Honorable Minister. While I will be presenting the Honorable Minister's paper, I want to say, which one do I use to? This one. I want to say that for the next 30 minutes or 25 minutes, I will be borrowing the Honorable Minister's mouth. For those who have the ability to monitor the Honorable Minister's mouth where he is now, you will discover that the mouth will not be moving. Because I will present exactly the Honorable Minister's paper. First, Nigeria in brief. Nigeria is a population of 170 million. It lies between the equator, so it's a tropical country. It has 36 states. It runs federal and presidential democracy. Our climate is favorable. It has highly diversified agroecology, which makes it possible for you to grow all sorts of crops. It has a total agric land of 79 million hectares, which most countries do not have. Fresh surface water of 267 billion cubic meters. And we are only using 37 billion, which is stored. Even this stored water, we are not utilizing it because we don't have the downstream infrastructure. Even if we want to depend on the annual rainfall, we can still grow and produce. We have the potential irrigable area of 3 million hectares, out of which we are only utilizing 7% of this. What the Honorable Minister is trying to say is that nobody eats potential. What we eat is food. Nobody drinks oil. What we drink is water. I just want to stay here to be able to make the presentation very well and to underscore what the Honorable Minister is trying to say. Nigeria has vast arable land. The productivity and income generation. What we need to do is to focus on food security. Agriculture is very, very important because it gives food security, it gives raw material for the industry. The present administration is focusing on agriculture in entirety and working to empower our people in a productive and sustainable manner. There are several investment opportunities which you can come and invest on in Nigerian agriculture. There's what we call agricultural value chain, which is you can invest in production, you can invest in storage, you can invest in processing, and you can invest in marketing, which means you can invest from farm to fork. And that's what we simply mean by value chain. Therefore, diaspora investor can target Nigerian agricultural sector for investment. Take, for example, Nigeria spends close to 1.7 trillion to import foods. And we are spending this on 5 major food. We're spending on sugar, we're spending on rice, we're spending on wheat, we're spending on tomato paste. You can invest in this. We're producing fruit in Nigeria, fruit juice. But I can assure you that 99% of what is locally made from this fruit is water. While the balance of the balance, we import it into the country, which means that you can invest in tomato, in fruit, in aquaculture, in beef processing, in ginger, in sesame, in pulses, shea butter, cotton, cashew nut, cocoa, cassava, groundnut, and rice. We're inviting you to come and invest in all these areas. Like I said the other time, that you can invest in agriculture. You can invest in production, large-scale commercial production. The Federal Ministry of Agriculture will support you, will help you, like the Honorable Minister promised and said I should tell you, that is solidly behind you, and we are ready to facilitate you to come and invest in large-scale commercial agriculture. We facilitate you getting land to do this investment. You can invest in input deliveries. We are spending a lot of money on fertilizer, on agrochemicals, on seed. You can invest in this. All you need to do is to indicate your interest. You'll be trained, capacity building will be given to you. We link you to the source of finance, and we make sure that we link you to the market so that we support your entire investment. You can also invest in fertilizer manufacturing. If there's anybody who wants to go into the production of fertilizer, as at now, we are not using enough fertilizer in Nigeria because Nigerian farmers are not getting enough fertilizer and the demand is very, very high. We are inviting you to come and invest in that. In community warehousing, this is also doing very well, whereby once a farmer harvests his produce, you will build a warehouse where he can keep his goods. He will keep on paying rent, and as soon as he keeps these goods with you, this good is synonymous to money. You can issue a receipt to him, which means he can, with this receipt, he can go to the bank and claim his money. You can also invest in conditioning center to ensure that our produce, the farmers' produce, are well protected. You can also invest in cottage industries, agro-industrial parks, large-scale processing mills. Nigeria is now, Federal Ministry of Agriculture is now facilitating investors in the processing mill. What we do is that we try to procure this mill through facilities we are keeping with Bank of Industry and Bank of Agriculture to enable you pay over a long period. Currently, we are currently making arrangements for about 15 large-scale rice mills, which you can indicate interest. All you need to do is to get land, pay initial 10% of the funds, which we can also facilitate you getting that funds. The balance will be paid within 10 to 15 years. We negotiate dialogue with the manufacturers. Once you have signed an agreement with the Bank of Industry, the rest is for you to start paying within this period. And when we ensure that you have the demand for the processed rice or your processed product, we are doing this currently. You can also invest in the marketing. We have the specialized market development. You can invest in that area. You can invest in packaging and branding. You can invest in integrated retail outlets. We are also supporting, we will also be ready to support you to invest in the development of market infrastructure. Nigeria has made it a policy to develop a staple crop processing zone, which is a dedicated area whereby infrastructures are being provided. All you need to do is to bring an investor into this area, which is an anchor or the off-takers. We can support you to be one of the economic agents in this processing zone. Also, the ethanols. We can also support you to come and invest in the use of cassava, the use of jatropha for biofuel and biodiesel. Let's take, for example, tomato. We are having some of the current investors, like Dancer, like Fetch Fresh, investing in tomato because the demand is very, very high. We are inviting you, you can invest in this area. We've tried to calculate the initial investment, the production capacity, the IRR, then the payback period, and some of the areas where you can embark on this investment. Then the sourcing model. We've also done the demand for processed tomato. We've calculated the investment and the return on your investment on tomato. We'll be ready to make this available to you. In the same vein, you can invest in pineapple. Nigeria has a very good potential in this area. We've also done several works to assure you that investments in pineapple will be a worthwhile investment for you. The same thing, sorghum. The demand for sorghum in Nigeria is very, very high now. Like His Excellency just mentioned, a brewery industry, which was able to make return on investment within 1 year. One of the major inputs is sorghum. So we are inviting you, and we've given the investment opportunity and the enabling environment under which you can carry out these investments. Aquaculture is also another better area. In Africa today, Nigeria has the best aquaculture industry, and we are doing very well in this area. Beef processing. Only recently, we received an order of 1,000 processed meat from the Gulf Coast. This is an area where you can invest, and you will not regret investing in this area. Also, in the area of cassava, gone are those days when cassava is a poor man's crops. But today, go to any part of Nigeria, people are looking for cassava and they are not getting it. So, we will support you, we give you the planting materials, and we also link you to the source of market. You can invest in ginger. If you look at our performance in 2017, ginger is accounting for not less than 20% of our exportation. And in the course of presentation, I will be giving you the income we've made from the exportation of ginger. Along Kaduna Road, there is a farm owned by Kasim, who has just invested and is likely to sell this February not less than $120 million worth of ginger. So this is a very good opportunity for some of our brothers here to come and invest in ginger, because Nigeria ginger is said to be the best, and we are getting demand from all over the world for ginger. Also, sesame seed. Sesame seed is leading our non-oil exportation out of Nigeria today, because the demand for sesame seed is very, very high. So you can invest in the production, processing of sesame seeds. Also yam. For the first time, we are exporting yam out of the country. Ghana comes to Nigeria, they take part of Nigerian yams and they export it. And Ghana is hoping to realize in the next 3 years the minimum of $500 million from the exportation of yam that they are not producing but taking from Nigeria. We are now taking this opportunity. This is another investment opportunity we feel we can go in. Pulses. The High Commission or Commissioner of the India just approached Nigeria that they are ready to take pulses not less than $1 billion from Nigerian every year. This is a very good opportunity. $1 billion. Thank you very much. It's a special types of beans, because an average family must take, to some of us who are from the southwest, I will mention the names in English, but some of us who are from the southwestern part of the country, we call it a wakpokundo. It has different names and it can be grown all over Nigeria. It's a varieties of beans. It takes a long time to cook. It's very, very hard like this. I would thank you very much. Thank you very much. So this is, we call it pigeon pea. Some call it lentils. So you can invest in this, because there is no family in India that does not eat pulses 3 times a day. They depend on protein from plants, since most of the Indians don't eat beef or they don't eat meat. So they get their protein, they rely on protein from plant, and they rely on meat for pulses. They import not less than 6 billion worth of pulses every year. And we are now signing an MOU with them so that we can be exporting these pulses to India, which is, they've given us and they've allocated to us not less than $1 billion worth every year. We have decided to mention the drivers. That is, exportation of pulses is 2.20 billion worth of pulses to India. And like I've said, we have the opportunity of doing 1 billion every year. For the first time, we made a visit to India. We are also signing an agreement with them to export these pulses to India. What we are doing now is making the planting material for those who will grow it and ensuring that we are producing it based on their specifications so that we can export pulses. The market is there, and it's very, very easy to plant. And we are making available the improved seeds so that you can grow these pulses. Cashew. The demand for cashew is also going. Cashew exportation is doing very well in Nigeria. So you have the opportunity to also invest in the production and processing of cashew. We are making available the planting materials to encourage anybody to go into this. So we are encouraging you and we are inviting you to go into this. Shea nut. This is Nigerian shea nut is also the best, and the demand is also growing. So we are also inviting you to invest in this. Cocoa. Nigeria has also developed an improved planting material of cocoa. An average cocoa pod used to produce less than 0.9 metric tons of cocoa. But we've developed and improved planting materials. We can give up to 3 metric tons now. We are investing you to come back and invest in the production processing of cocoa. Rubber, palm kernel. What we have done is to now also give you the information on how we have performed last year on the exportation of all these produce out of the country. The last quarter, agriculture exports increased by 82% over fourth quarters. And we have given the breakdown of this to show that we are doing well. And if you want to earn dollar, the best way to earn dollar in Nigeria today is to invest in agriculture and export it. Agriculture is now looking up. It's contributing to the GDP. I want to run because I'm being told I have 1 minute. That's why I've decided to rush. GDP from agriculture is now looking up. We are also ensuring self-sufficiency in food production. This is an opportunity for you to invest in Nigeria. And we've tried to map Nigeria into agroecological zone to show what you can produce and what you can make. We have also put in place Agri-Resource Center and Market Resource Center in Nigeria. I will be giving you the web page whereby you have those who want to buy what you are producing. All you need to do is to produce. We've already gotten market for you. We have the source of finance. There is Commercial Agriculture Credit Scheme, which is out in the central bank, which has a single obligor of between $500 million, the minimum you can take. We also have the facility of MSME Development Fund, which is around 25 billion, which has between 1 million, between 500,000 to 5 million naira. We will facilitate your access to these funds so that you can invest in agriculture. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.